Hello students, so let's start the today's class and our next topic will be how birds fly, how the birds fly. So I hope you all are keeping fine. Stay home, stay safe, okay? And enjoy the online classes here. Whatever we are teaching and just you go through it, learn it nicely and you can uh, at the same time, after end of the each chapter, we are giving you the exercise also. That also you can write in your notebook. Make a GST notebook, and in that you can. I think you have written also for second and third chapter. Like that, already I have given notes. You have learned that three chapters, and I have given also the question answer and exercises of that chapter. And here also, after the end of this chapter, I will give you the exercise of this chapter. Okay, so let's start the today's topic, and that is the how birds fly. How the birds fly. So we know wings help a bird to fly. They will not fly with the feet and something, any magic is there, no. So how, like, take the example of human beings. We walk with the our leg only. We cannot fly in the sky, no. So how we are doing what? We just walk, run, and do our things on a so wings help a bird to fly. So wings are joined to the body with strong muscles, and these muscles help a bird to fly over long distance without getting tired. Okay, so without getting tired, the these muscles help a bird to fly over long distance. So their wings are joined to the body with strong muscles, and like this way, it helps the bird to fly higher and higher in the sky. Okay, so what helps the bird? Wings. Wings are joined to the muscles. Wings are joined. Wings are joined to muscles. Right? Right? Wings are joined to the muscles, and it helps the bird to fly higher and higher in the sky. Then, without getting tired, they fly over a long distance without getting tired. Then the wing has feathers attached to them. These feathers help the bird to fly. Wings have feathers, okay, attached to them. On the wings, top of the wings, they have feathers, and that is attached to the body. And this feather helps the bird to fly. So, with the help of wings and feathers, on the above the wings, they have feathers. Above the wings, they have feathers, and that is covered. No, these wings are covered with the feathers, and this helps the bird to fly high in the sky. Okay, so this feather helps the bird to fly. Then to fly, a bird flaps its wings both in upward and downward direction. How they are flying? How they will start their journey of flight? They will flap its wings both in upward then downward. Upward and downward direction. So they will flap, flap the wings. They will flap the wings upward and downward direction. Upward and downward direction. Right? Upward and downward direction. Upward and downward direction. Then after that, wings, then that is known as the these strokes are called upstroke and downstroke. When they are going upward, it is known as upstroke. When they are doing their flapping downward, that is known as the downstroke. So they will flap in two ways. First is upstroke. First is upstroke. Second is the downstroke. Second is the down stroke, up stroke and down stroke. Okay, so in the up stroke, the bird flaps its wings fast and slowly goes up in the air. The bird flaps its wings fast, first and slowly goes up in the air. So first they will flap their wings and slowly they will go up in the air. Then once it reaches a particular height, it does not flap anymore, it glides in the air. Like this, it will keep straight and like this, no, you have seen the glider, like this it will glide in the air. They will not do like this flapping. They will do just when they are starting upward and downward flapping, up stroke and down stroke. After that, when they will fly to some height, they will not move anymore. They will not do the flapping anymore. But what they will do? They will just glide. Gliders you have seen in the sky, see? Gliders. They just glide, but just they will see in the direction, but there will be no any movement. They will not flap the wings, but they will keep the wings straight and they will just turn it in the direction here and there. So they are just gliding, gliding in the sky. So here, so this is the way how the birds are flying. So first wings are joined to muscles. They fly with the help of wings only, and the wings are joined to the muscles. Then they have feathers. Feathers are covered with the wings. Then they flap the wings upward and downward direction. They flap the wings upward and downward direction. Then that is the when they will go up, that is known as up stroke. When they will come down, that is known as down stroke. Okay. So they have flapping type of that is known as flapping. When they move their wings, that is known as flapping, and the stroke is known as when they go up, upward stroke, up stroke. When they come down, that is down stroke, right? So after that, they will just when they will reach a particular height, they will not move it anymore. Okay, they will not move it anymore, and they will just glide in the air. They will just glide in the air. So they will not flap it. They will not flap it. So this is the way how they are flying in the sky, up stroke and down stroke. Next we will see the nesting habits of birds. Nesting habits of birds. So I think this is clear, no? How the birds fly. They fly with the wings and feathers, and first they will flap their wings upward and downward. After that, they will glide. After reaching to a particular height, they will just glide in the air. They will just glide in the air. So that's how the birds fly in the air. Understood, no? Now come to the nesting habits of a bird. Nesting habits. You know well that birds make a nest to live and to lay their eggs. For what purpose it is making? In order to lay the egg in the nest and to keep its baby protected. Understood? So the nesting habit of birds. Next topic is nesting habit of birds. How they will make the nest and for what purpose they are making. So here we will discuss about the nest. Nesting habits of a bird. So in this topic, we will discuss about the nesting habits, nesting material, what type of things they are using to make their nest. So a bird home is called nest. You know what is nest? A bird home. Like you have home, no? Bird also need a home or a shelter. So the bird home is called nest. Birds make a nest to lay their egg and to keep their young ones safe and warm. What is the work of the nest? Nest to lay the egg. To lay the egg and to keep their eggs warm and to protect after after the hatching of the egg, the baby comes out from that, and they also have to protect that one also. So they will protect the young ones. When the young birds are able to fly and find their food, birds leave their nest and fly away. So forever they are not living in the nest. And one thing you know about the crow and the cuckoo, that is also known as the koel. So what they do, that They are they're also making the nest and they're laying their eggs. So, this quail, no, they also will lay the egg in the nest of the crow, and they will after that, they because both are black and eggs are similar, then crow will understand that it is the egg of the him or his egg only, and he will protect it and keep it same like their egg, and when the chicks come out, it will fly in the air. So that is the cunning way of the cunning nature of the quail that is famous for. So in this, so that is another thing. But what is our topic? What we want to understand is the nest is very necessary for two purposes: in order to lay eggs and to keep and to protect their young ones from the animals. So, when the young birds are able to fly and find the food, birds leave their nest and fly away. So, when you are also a child, when you are a baby, newborn baby, your parents take care of you a lot. Means always 24 into 7, they are with you only. They are with you, giving you milk, food, water, everything. And uh, a person will be there around, either your mother, father, or some caretaker will be there around you 24 into 7. When you sleep, when you wake up, what you need, when you need food, when you need milk, everything they will take care of when you are baby. But when you bigger, younger, adult, and after that, when you come in teenage and when you become adult, there, fear will be there, but not like the baby though. Now you are able to take your food, you do your thing, wear your clothes, comb your hair. You can even after some time you are able to cook your food also. And after coming to a youth age, you are able to earn your livelihood also. Means you after completing your studies, you will get a good job, you can settle, you will be settled nicely at a place. So the burden and the tension of your parents are reducing day by day. No? If you do the things in a right way, otherwise it will increase more and more if you go or you do the things in wrong way. If you go on the wrong path, your worries and tension of parents will increase only. It will not decrease. So like that only, these birds know they are tension free when the birds are able to fly and find the food. Means when the young birds. So they leave their nest and fly away. So next we will see the nesting material. Nesting material. What type of things they require in order to make the nest, nesting material. Okay. So in order to make nest, bird use grass, twigs, straw, dry leaves, mud, feathers, cotton, wool, and several other things to make their nest safe, comfortable, and legal. Safe, comfortable, and legal. So bird use grass. They use grass. Easily they can get it from the ground. Twigs, that is the part of the plant. Then twigs. Then straw, dry grasses, no straw. Then they will use the dry leaves, dry leaves, dry leaves. Then after that, mud feathers, cotton wool, mud feathers. They will use mud feathers, cotton and wool, cotton and wool. So, these things are required, nesting materials. So these things are required to make a good nest, make a best nest. So they use grass, twigs, straw, dry leaves, mud, feathers, cotton, and wool. So these things they require in order to make a nest. In order to live safe, comfortable, and pleasant. In order to live a safe, comfortable, and pleasant life, they make the nest using this material. So now we will see the kind of nest. Nest. How many kind of nests are found? kind of nest. Okay. So different birds use different kind of nest. Different birds. We also have different type of houses, no, on the basis of our economical status, on the basis of the area where we live, no. In hilly areas, they have the another type of houses, no, like the roof will be there, so the snow easily can slide off. But here we are having the flat, uh, we are having the upper part is flat only, because we don't have here snowfall and all, no, in the plain area. So, and some places are having the wooden houses also, system of wooden houses. So we have different type of houses based on the basis of the place we live, basis of area where we live, and what type of things we get. On the basis of that, we also have different type of houses. So here, different birds build different kind of nests. First is a tailor bird. So on the basis of their physical appearance, their body, their beaks, okay, and the mix of food they eat, they prepare a nest also. So a tailor bird use 2 or 3 broad leaves to make its nest. First is a tailor bird. Nest of a tailor bird. From name only it is clear. Tailor means those who stitch the cloth very nicely is known as a tailor. You know who is a tailor? Who stitches our cloth. It gives a very good shape and style and design. Whatever we see, no, whatever we say, that to make this type of put a this design, make it short, long, and colorful, means add some different 2 or 3 type of cloth, fabric, different design. So the tailor do the same way, no? It do the same way. It stitches our cloth. Then here, a tailor bird uses 2 or 3 broad leaves to make its nest. It uses sharp beaks to stick the leaves closely together using thread or fibers. The inside of the nest is lined with cotton, wool, hair, and dry grasses. Cotton, wool, hair, and dry grass. So the tailor bird uses 2 or 3 broad leaves to make its nest, and with the help of the it will just join the leaves with the help of the thread or fibers. 2 or 3 leaves it will take, and it will join the leaves using the thread or fibers. So the inside of the nest is lined with cotton, wool, or hair and dry grasses. Okay, so it is lined with cotton, wool, hair, or dry grasses. So that is how a tailor bird make a nest. Once again, you listen clearly. Pay attention here. How they are making their nest? They take 2 broad leaves. They will join the leaves with the help of the thread of fibers, and with the help of, and what is the middle of the bird? The beak, of course, the beak. The beak is the middle. The help of that, they will join the leaves with the help of fibers or the thread, using thread, and inside that they will take cotton and they will make a lining with the cotton, wool, and dry grasses. They will keep as a bedsheet and the as a pillow. So the dry grasses and leaves are there, pillow and bedsheet. Okay. So like this, they will make the nest. So that is how the tailor bird is making the nest. Tailor bird. Next is the nest. Next is the nest of woodpecker. Tailor bird then woodpecker. From name only it is clear. Woodpecker mostly they live in the trunk of the tree only. They make holes with their beak in the tree trunk only. So woodpecker uses its strong hard beak to drill a hole into the trunk of a tree and build its nest there. So it will make the nest in trunk of a tree. Trunk, you know, na? Already we have discussed in the chapter parts of the plant. In that I have discussed about the stem. We have learned, no, different type of stem. Woody stem are known as trunk. Example: people, banana. They have a woody stem, and that is known as the trunk. So here, woodpecker make nest in the tree trunk. It makes a big hole in the stem of the woody tree like people and banyan. In that they will make their home. That is the nest. So nest in trunk of a tree. Trunk of a tree. Next is weaver bird. A weaver bird build a nest which act like a cradle for the young ones. Next is the weaver bird. A weaver. Weaver. They will weave the nest. Weaver bird. A weaver bird. A weaver bird build a nest which act like a cradle for the young ones. It is deep enough to prevent the baby bird from falling. The nest hangs upside down from the branch of a bush or a tree. It has an opening for the bird to enter inside. So, a weaver bird nest you can see here. Just see. This is the nest of a tailor bird. Okay. Nest of a tailor bird. Here you see they have joined the two. What they have joined? They have joined the two leaves with the thread, and they have kept cotton and wool here. Then wood picker here I already discussed. They make the hole in the tree trunk only. Tree trunk. Then weaver bird here. They act like a cradle for the young bird. Deep enough to it is deep enough to prevent the baby bird from falling. It is very deep inside, no? So the here opening is there. It is also made with the help of dry grasses, straw and leaves, part of the plant only. So here in this the bird easily can go and enter and live. Then parrots, all parrots and hornbill make their nest in hollow tree or wall. Here they in the space, hollow space of a tree or a wall where there is space, hollow space, they will make their nest. That is the parrot and sparrow and all. They will make the home in the hollow space of wall. Hollow space of wall. Hollow space of the wall. They line their nest with feather and grass of the wall. Then they line the nest with feather and grasses. Then that is the example. This type of parrot, owl, and hornbill. They make their home or nest in the hollow space of wall. Okay. Then we have seen about penguin. A penguin makes a nest on the ground with stiff stones or pebbles. Since it is difficult to find any other nesting material or the place in cold areas. So we know well where the penguins are found. They are found in the cold places near the seashore and all. No? Then in the Antarctica and all cold places they are found. So what they do? They make nests with few stones or pebbles. Since it is difficult to find their grasses, leaves and all, there is not there no in hilly areas and mountain areas. There is very less vegetation, means very less trees and all are there. So they will not having proper leaves and all no for their nesting material. So they will use stones, okay, to make a nest. So here you can see the place or the nest of the penguins. No, they are using the stone here. So this is the penguin's nest. Tailor bird, woodpecker nest, weaver bird nest, parrot nest, and penguin nest. So that's all about this chapter. And tomorrow we will do the exercise of this chapter. Okay. So this is the nesting habit of bird we have seen, nesting material and kind of nest also we have seen. So that's all about today. Thank you.